Hello everyone, I am Madhushree Yogesh, studying first semester MSc Mathematics at the National College, Jayanagar. Today I am going to discuss about GIS. GIS means Geographic Information System. Geography means study of Earth, something with computer and maps. What is GIS? GIS means GIS is organized collection of computer hardware, software, geographic data and personal design to efficiency capture, store, update, analyze and display all forms of geographically referenced information. Geographic information system. Geographic information system is a organized is a collection of computer hardware, software, geographic data and personal design to efficiency capture, store the data and update analytic and display all form geographical referenced information. Is display all form of geographical reference. Then we discuss about history of GIS. History of GIS. History of GIS is it is a long history dating back to the Alien Man cooling caves represent in picture in their animal um, animal animal hunter of caves. It is represented in two type of data in modern GIS, that is picture associated with an attribute data. Picture associated with an attribute data. Formal GIS is started with John Snow in 1854. Formal GIS started with John Snow in 1854, who defected cholera in outbreak in defected cholera outbreak in London. Point individual who are affected by cholera. There is first GIS map in 1854, followed by in 1962 the operational GIS was developed in Federal Department of Forestry and Rural Department in Ottawa. This is called as GIS. GIS in This is called as Kandava's GIS. The first formal GIS is developed. The first formal GIS is developed in 1964 over the formal. The laboratory in computer graphics were major developed GIS to placed. Later in 1980s, MRS computing later Intergraph, then RGS history careers emerged as commercial GIS software. In GIS, two different things. One is components and another one is function of GIS. There are two in GIS. There is two different things. One is component and another is function of GIS. First we discuss components. The components of GIS. When we see the components GIS in different components that making GIS. First component is software. First one is software. The software gives the user interface where we can operate or bring up the data what we have into user friendly. Software gives user interface where we operate and bring up the data what we have into user friendly. Then the second one component is hardware component, where we store all data that are in information we collect. First we store all the data that are information we collect. Third component is analytic actually data, actual data. Third component is actual data. There are different types of data, mainly has facial and non-facial data. Two types of data. First one, facial data and non-facial data. Then facial data, non-spatial data. The spatial data are georeference. Facial data are georeference, when non-facial data with simple table forms are simple table forms. And the data, all these data can be stored in hardware. All this data means data are spatial data and non-spatial data are stored in hardware, and it manipulate into user of the software, and is manipulate into user of the software. And fourth component is user. User is nothing but we ultimate user of all information. So base of user needs all components of GIS. Is ultimate user. User is nothing but ultimate user. User is based on the user needs all components of GIS. User component is needs all components of GIS. All components means software, hardware, data and procedure. The last component is procedure. Procedure are the method that is coming with the software. Procedure is coming with software. It tools that can be used by the user that in the order to interpret or manipulate the data. We discuss first part of GIS is components. Now we move to second part of the second part of the GIS, function of GIS. Let us discuss. We have many functions of GIS. The first function is data capture or data input. It is nothing but that the input of the data what we have. We may having the paper maps, and the maps are is to taken into first digital form. So there can be done into two ways, either be done by two ways, either digitization or by scanning. Digitization, one is scanning. Digitization method where we take up the map with points and nodes. The digitization method where we take up the maps with points or nodes. And scanning is made to digital form. The digitization method where we take up the map with point or nodes. Point or nodes are two or both are same. Scanning is made up of digital form. Then second function of GIS is data manipulation. First function of the GIS data capture in this type is point data that we collect. Second type is the point data that we collect from GIS, and even the tablet data that we have a hard copy that also can be digitalized, that is by typing into a Excel or into database management system. And now move on to second function of the GIS is data manipulation. Data manipulation over the data that is taken or inputted into GIS system can different types of manipulation technique. In data manipulation over the data taken or inputted. Data is taken or inputted into GIS. Uh, that can be in data manipulation is different types of manipulation technique. What are the manipulation technique are map merging, spatial subset, and third one is boundary resolved. The mapping merging, the larger the mapping merging is larger map into split up forms. The larger map into split up forms, then all the split up maps can be joined together. All split up maps can be joined together, forming a whole area. In map merging means a larger map, consider large map into splitting up forms, then all splitting up maps can be joined together, form a whole area. Second manipulation technique is spatial subset. So we have larger map, and when we need smaller area or the area of interest, we just cut out from area of interest from the whole map. The third manipulation technique is boundary dissolve. We have many polygons or different areas. We can with their attribute can be dissolved those points in a final map that can be more informative than the initial map. The final map that can be more informative than initial map. Then third function of GIS is data management. Data management is nothing but the relational database managed in GIS software. The relational management in GIS software. So it is different from that of database management. Database management, what we have, that is from the SQL or other software. That is data management from SQL or other software, right? In data management, it consisting of two types of database. That is first one attribute, and second one is facial database. Facial database. These two means attribute and facial database combine to form or link together to get final database output in GIS. This database, attribute and facial database, are combined to form or linked together to get final database output in GIS. Then we move to fourth function of GIS is data query. Data query. It is a query of the data whatever we have in the form of digital data in GIS. It query many things, so we have data. We have the data in. Then fifth function of the GIS data analysis. Whatever the data we have inside the GIS, it can be analyzed in different ways. So first form is data analysis. His form is in different ways that are overlay and proximity. From the GIS, It also can based whether we can change to scales, projection, capability, and another annotation can be order maps. It can be plotted as next data representation in GIS. The next concept is data representation in GIS. In data representation, two types of data. First one is describing over word. Data analysis is considered of two different ways. First one is overlay. Overlay we can see uh, from this example. We have two different maps, that is input and output. They can be overlay from a single output. In overlay, we are seeing from this example, we have two different maps. That is be input, and this can be overlaid to form a single output. In another way, approximately analytic, making a polygon point, uh, making a polygon point. This is polygon point. Line or polygon features. It can be influence the data. Then last function of GIS is data displaying or visualization. Display or visualization. Sixth function of the function of GIS, data displaying visualization. This is nothing but whatever the data or analysis that you carry out GIS, it has to be forwarded to some output. It has forwarded some output. These are last function GIS. Data and display visualization is last function in GIS. That is output in screen form. Output is in screen form, or it may be brought out hard copy. Hard copy. It is a screen form or visualization. It can monochrome, color, and various sizes and resolution. It is also with photos into hard copy. It can print out the analysis or the maps from GIS. It also can based whether we can change the scales, projection, capability, and another annotation can be ordered to some maps. It can be plotted as vectors and raster and various size and resolution. Now we move to another topic of GIS is data representation in GIS. Data representation in GIS is, in data representation, it consists of two types of data. First is describing outward. First one is describing our word. Describing our word. Any point in the word that can be described in two ways. Any points in the word that can be described in two ways. First one is location data, and location data or a location information, and second one is attribute data. In location information, what is it? In location data or location information, it consisting it is representing in two types. The one is vector themes and second one is raster themes. In vector themes, in our vector forms, it consisting of points, lines and polygons. A points consisting of cities or buildings, etc. Lines consisting of river, roads, etc. And polygons represent services area. In raster themes, it consists of themes, scanner maps, air photo, and satellite, and grids consist of DEM and surfaces. In in attribute data, it store has tables, and new tables can be created and added. In attribute data, store has tables, and new tables can be created and added. Now we move to spatial analysis with GIS. Spatial analysis with GIS consisting of 6 types. The first one is data modeling. The data modeling, for example, we take water shaped digital evolution model. So the form digital evolution model, it just calculated the slope. We can make contours, calculate the slope. We can make contours, makes reliefs from that, and all things using buffer analysis. It can create water shade from data, works with spatial. The second spatial analysis is topological modeling. In topological modeling, we have different topological model. That is, topological relationship can be done with topological model. The first thing, adjacency. What disjoint with what? In a example, we take in a topological model, like soil with crop, and containment what to what. This is also possible. That is also possible. Like soil with crop, soil with soil, soil with water, like what to what, or what adjoint to what. It also possible. The third one is network analysis. The third spatial GIS is network analysis. It is imported analysis in GIS. It applicable with transported planning, hydrology model, and some infrastructures modeling also. Network analysis important analysis in GIS. Then the fifth spatial analysis is map overlay. The fourth one is cryptographic modeling. That is, cryptographic modeling is the thematic layer of the same area that can produce analysis, first coined by Thomson. The cryptography modeling is first coined by Thomson. Thomson is the father of GIS. Thomson is father of GIS also. Then fifth spatial analysis is map overlay. We have many mapping overlay. We already know some overlays in functions of functions of GIS. The map overlay union making two maps together intercept, so we can take a pick out intersection point and two maps. And third one is data extraction. Then last spatial analysis with the GIS geostatistics. It is advantageization of spatial analysis. It is a special advantage of spatial analysis with GIS. We have some interpolation tools named IDW, etc. W, etc. So we can uh, we can find out an unknown point with known point possible. We can find out in geostatistics. In geostatistics, we can find out an unknown point to another point. And last topic in GIS summary. GIS makes static mapping to dynamic, and GIS provides worksheet for mapping spatial information, and GIS maps spatial object as graphic features. GIS link graphic features to tabular data, and GIS displays spherical data as themes. GIS provides variety of analytical tools. GIS provides tools for representing spatial data. This is brief explanation of GIS, Geographic Information System. Thank you for watching this video.